witness the power of the chosen one. Be afraid, sinner. Fear judgment.
Who's up for an experiment? Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? I'd rather die than meet the fool. What meaningless resistance. No matter how tiresome, first steps first. How can I play with you? Oh, did I take it too far? You mediocrity. You couldn't possibly comprehend.
Dare defy me? Your emperor? You should really back down.
Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? Also predictably tiresome. Now who's up for an experiment? Huh? I have no mercy for my foes. Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? Is boring. This way is more fun.
I'm with Perlin. I don't care about things like honor. I only have objectives.
I'll show you what the true vessel is capable of. I'll show you what the true vessel is. Those who deny their fate must suffer consequences.
No matter how tiresome, first steps first. Now who's up for an experiment? I know all I need to about you.
Death will take me.
Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? You mediocrity. You couldn't possibly comprehend.
Dare defy me? Your empress? This in honor!
Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? You worthless things. Shouldn't you return to nothingness? Now who's up for an experiment? It's all so predictably tiresome.
What meaningless resistance. Obstacles must simply for an insignificant person like you. Death is too kind. Disobedience to an order leads to prompt execution.
Not bad. There's no escape. Ever.
I'll show you what the true vessel is. I am the rightful ruler of this land. Kneel before me.
No matter how tiresome, first steps first. You mediocrity. You couldn't possibly comprehend. It's all so predictably tiresome.
Death will take me.
No matter how tiresome, how first steps first. Oh, did I take it too far? Now who's up for an experiment?
Dare defy me? Your emperor? So careless, so naive.
Now that you've met me, you feel starstruck.
I'd rather die than meet the fool. Disobedience to an order leads to prompt execution for an insignificant person like you. Death is too kind a gift.
Now who's up for an experiment?
What meaningless resistance.
You mediocrity. You couldn't possibly comprehend. This way is more fun.
Are you going to provide some entertainment? Be afraid, sinner. Fear judgment.
No matter how tiresome, first steps first. Now who's up for an experiment?
I have no mercy for my foes.
Now that you've met me, you worthless starstruck. Shouldn't you return to nothingness? You mediocrity. You couldn't possibly comprehend.
Don't come near me. You disgust me.
Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? I know all I need to about you. Now who's up for an experiment?
Death will take you.
No matter how tiresome, first step is boring. This way's more fun.
I'm with Perlin. I don't care about things like honor. I only have objectives which must simply be eliminated.
Find me? Your emperor? Be afraid, sinner. Fear judgment.
Now who's up for an experiment? No matter how tiresome, first steps first. You worthless things. Shouldn't you return to nothingness?
What meaningless resistance?
Now who's up for an experiment? I know all I need to do.
Disobedience to an order. The end is execution. Accept your fate.
Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? You mediocrity, you couldn't possibly comprehend.
Witness the power of the chosen. You should never back down.
Now that you've met me, do you feel starstruck? I'd rather die than be a fool.
Death will take you.
Now who's up for an experiment? How can I play? Oh, did I take it too far? No matter how tiresome, first steps first.
Not bad. Look into my eyes. Say my name.
Are you going to provide some entertainment? Consider this an honor.
Now that you've met me, you feel starstruck, also predictably tired.
I have no mercy for my foes. Obstacles must simply be eliminated.
I'll show you what the true vessel is capable.
Kudo careless! So naive, you mediocrity. You couldn't possibly comprehend possible.
Nerve.
Now who's up for an experiment? Doing things the simple way is boring. This way is more fun.